staying safe out there.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Tsukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so? Oh, that's quite the claim. If that's the case, I think it would be prudent to go speak with them and find out exactly what they plan to do about it. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck. Yes. Are you still... It is. Whatever's... First, see... Whatever you do, it's a... As soon as you have any more information...
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even here.
Rumors.
You seem to know an awful lot about us. I can only assume your ship has some sort of advanced scanning capabilities, or there exists some record of our mission somewhere.
You thought you were the only ones? I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many things.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
I do not believe we have
Don't
any to
change
fear our
that.
guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
We got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason. Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out. Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. Just stay out of trouble. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't
So,
change.
here we are. Let's talk.
What are you doing? Sit here and stop.
Anything to report?
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
Just kidding.
Alright, UA. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? Ah, so they're called Paradiso. Interesting. Anyway, it's not important whether we like the potential results right now. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's focus on the issue at hand. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me, let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. Thank you, and Godspeed.
I know I'm getting up there in years, but I don't think I'll ever tire of flying.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
about now.
Just stay out of trouble.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Hope you're staying safe out there.
I can see why this location was chosen for a resort. Very nice.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away.
I cannot recall ever having the time, let alone the funds, for a vacation someplace like this.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Every day's nice around here.
Knowing you're in our capable
I
hands.
think you caught us at one of the nicest.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the
Okay,
natural
Petzoid.
beauty of this planet, not our
Petzoids.
amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are
Loads more interesting
precisely
things
what
to
we
do.
bring to
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! So it's a colony ship of sorts. Wonderful. That complicates things a bit. As much as I appreciate you showing some initiative, we'll need to discuss this with the present board members and come up with a plan to our liking. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them quite a bit too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grab drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the civil systems, but they're charter's officials can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hotech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern rev drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when we return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck!
They deserve a renewed chance to decide their own fates. That is the right thing to do.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
I would like a chance to totally offer, if you are able.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial shade.
Paradiso security is only here for your safety. Pretend we're not here.
What a nice day.
It may be paradise. Anything I can help you with?
I'm not much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place, so I had to see for
All
myself.
sorts of teas. Anything catch your fancy? Hello. Welcome to Tranquility. If you fancy a cuppa, we have some new and classic blends that are sure to satisfy even the most discerning tea aficionado. Whether you want to relax at the end of the day or energize yourself while watching the latest Red Mile feed. Oh my gosh, it is you! I've seen you in all the feeds we get from Barima 3. This is even more exciting than when Donovan Reese came into my shop to order tea and kiss my hand. Wow! I don't even know what to say. You're incredible. Yes. Aye.
That's interesting.
Aye, that's the spirit. It's not like you'll find a better drink over at Cafe Lux, am I right? So, what can I get for you today? What's your pleasure today? Come back anytime for a wee cup of tea.
No one's going to care if I
How are you?
stay for work for another week, right?
Interesting. Hi, Skylar.
I wish I had noticed it.
Their bread. Plus bandage to come.
For longer.
We just killed Ron, so let's by all means go back to Tech.
See if you have the time. I I wish to speak to you. I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay? Yes, the idea of what they might represent has been motivating for many of the members. This is, after all, what Constellation is for. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it. Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space. It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Howdy.
How indeed.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Nobody cares. I killed Rowan, but nobody cares.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Oh, hello. Some Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just spread the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Ron Ho knows his stuff.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
I can't believe Ron Hope's dead.
Hello, Captain.
We've got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
People always appreciate a good engine, whether they know it or not. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? Oh, I've heard of this technology, but always believed it was theoretical in nature. Maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to handle. I've waited this long. What's a little longer, eh? Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend. What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? You do? Well, this should be a bit easier, though I must remind you, the ship is much older than the ones you're likely used to working on. So, listen to me first. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
Boy, am I... Glad you want some sort of alien something.
Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine.
never seen a ship like yours before.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
Hey, if you ever want some piloting tips,
We didn't believe
I'm your
anyone would
Gina.
be out here, but I'm glad for it.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you.
The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going.
You're lucky we're under orders, not just.
My mom and dad were scared when you came on board. I don't know why. You seem okay.
I trust Captain Brackenridge to make the right decisions for us, even if it means it will take us longer to find a new home.
I was scared about going to a planet. But don't tell my mom. I heard we're going to explore space some more until we find a new home. But I thought we already found a new home.
I was looking forward to settling down, maybe having a family. Soon enough, I suppose.
I'm glad you're not an alien, but that would have been so cool.
Let's look over there.
I heard you came from outside the ship. I bet it was pretty cold out there.
I'm happy for the children, that they will know we are not alone out here.
Miss Yang said we're experiencing history right now, and that there will be books written about us. I'm gonna be in a book!
Captain Brackenridge says the future is bright, but I think the constant is pretty bright too, so I don't really know what she means.
What's wrong? You're so upset.
We get so used to normal gravity that anything lower feels almost comical. I do admire what Bayu has built for himself here.
You see any heat leeches? We've got our permission.
That is food?
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon.
He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. Thanks for stopping by our shop.
Oh, yeah. Don't even bother with
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
How about hitting...
Welcome to Sickhart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
I'll bring the blends, you bring the chunks.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Am I? Forgive me. I tend to forget how annoying that can be. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I'm up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be expensive. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Easy for him to say. He doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. You would vouch for them? I suppose if they are willing to pool their resources, or should I say our resources, we would have some leverage. It is not a great deal of leverage, mind you, but with all of us working together, it may be enough. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach.
I just really need a mental break.
Hey there, Nervous. Brightest of today for our future.
Ranger?
fully stocked. Feel like making a purchase today?
Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish guts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Friend, need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories. All your end.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes. Back again. Who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me. So, welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of... You can even fashion it... I'm a fan of some... Funny thing about companies, you build one. Stroud Eklund functions. For years, I finally decided to do... Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all. I don't pretend to have the... And, as you now see, up until very recently, but now, I don't suppose you have it. I'll take it. I'm no scientist. Frankly, we're most well known for shipment. Unfortunately, I've tried to convince the United... Until next time.
Hi there. How's it going?
Interesting. Interesting. No freaking chance I have. Thanks, guys.
Landing slots primed. Retros firing.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. I wish it were even better. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
This feels vaguely like one of those situations that ends with, and they were never heard from again.
Good one. Good eye.
No queries are being answered at this time.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends. What? I most definitely have never met you. A traveler like yourself must go many different places. You must have me confused with someone else. I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years my name isn't entirely forgot. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
You need not imagine. I can assure you, this is all exceedingly strange. Baffling, even.
Well, to us, it's just the way things are. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason. Their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters.
Will do.
Be careful what you wish for. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monarinas and Genghis Khan.
Monarinas. She's cute.
I might have some stuff you could use in stock. Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course.
No thanks, I have a ship with a bed.
You and me both there. Now, I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you. At once.
Okay, bullets. Give me anything. What's that ECD level? Thank you very much.
A pleasure talking with you.
Pleasure talking to you too. Ideally, hopefully, this
I need to go
done
out
go
there.
fast.
I want to see it do everything there is to be done.
I'm kind of lost. Where's the freaking quest to get all the artifacts and get out of here? I don't need any distortions. I am maxed out. So it gives us the quest for the artifacts. I know it's Walter, I couldn't get him to trigger. Let's talk to the nice lady, then we'll talk to the lunatic. Nice lady. Hi.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this, but I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true, the great and the terrible. To those who would oppose me, I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it. So vividly. It aches my heart. My home. My kingdom. If your mind and heart remain open, you will see the truth of it. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed.
You got it, that's right. This time, dear, you get it.
If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim our birthright. I need you to go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please, and see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
You get it, man. I'm going to talk to the lunatic tomorrow. I'm getting a headache. I need to quit now because I'm getting very sleepy. Thank you for watching. See you later.